Let's start with your reading, Aquarius. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future. And then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. Okay. All right, I see what's going on here. The main energy for the reading today is the Two of Cups reversed. There is a situation here that brought to you a lot of loneliness. Something or someone who often made you feel alone in a situation in which instead you should have felt supported and loved by the person who was standing right next to you. With the Two of Cups reversed, we see someone who has gone out of their way for this, who has reached out and took the blame even when they did nothing wrong. Looking back, you might feel as though at times you've lost yourself in this connection. And right now, you're just trying to make sense of it all. So let's see what's going on here, Aquarius, and what you should expect from the situation in the near future. First of all, recent past, Four of Swords and this Knight of Cups reversed. We can see how these cards are starting to connect to each other. The Knight of Cups reversed is definitely one of the reasons why you have the Two of Cups reversed in the main energy. This is someone who can be a player, someone who at that moment in time might have not been open to love, open to a long-term relationship of it all, even if perhaps they acted like they were. This is someone who would come and go, someone who you didn't perceive as reliable, someone who would start a conversation and then just disappear, as if it was the most normal thing in the world. We see right here how many times you've had to heal from this person. And we'll come back to this when we clarify to try to understand what was going on with them. In the present, current energies, Page of Swords with the Ace of Cups. You seem to be looking for stability at the moment, Aquarius. Trying to make sense of it all, as we were saying, so that you can move on and find that inner balance that the situation definitely took away from you. You realize now more than ever how much loyalty is important to you. And you're telling yourself that you're done falling for people who are clearly not the loyal type. The people who just think about themselves and their own needs. Right here, you realize that in the past, you maybe spied on this person, looked over their phone, and that person you became, you didn't like. And you do not want to be that person anymore. You also seems to be unknowingly preparing for something that is about to happen here. But we'll look into this when we clarify, okay? In the near future, Five of Cups and the High Priestess. With the High Priestess, we see that there are a lot of unexpected energies and events coming up in the near future. This is the card that warns you of the fact that in this specific situation, there is something you don't know. Something that has been hidden up to this point, but that it's slowly going to reveal itself. There is also a lot of development going on underneath the surface, and chances are that as soon as it will start manifest on the surface, things will start moving fast for you actually. Someone here is feeling as though they have lost something that they actually cared about a lot, and I don't think that that's you. Anyway, we'll see what's going on behind the scenes and what you should expect as soon as we clarify, okay? So let's start clarifying and let's begin with your recent past. Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, with the Ace of Swords. You know, you were definitely ready for this, Aquarius. Ready for a change, a transformation, a change in seasons. Ready to love again and find that special person that just made you feel lucky, you know? You really felt as though this had the potential to last a long time. The Wheel of Fortune talks about random events that feel destined. And right here, you just felt as though you had a lot of things in common with this person. A lot of things that worked out very well in between the two of you. But obviously, when it came to the commitment, something got in the way. Five of Swords, the main issue that I'm noticing here is that this person just didn't know what they really wanted. This looks like someone who usually has fun, someone who doesn't commit, and they played that part with you as well, although they did feel a little different around you. Deep down, they knew that this was special, but they ignored it. On the other hand, I see you knowing very well what it is that you wanted, and it was definitely not fun to see how the other person instead was very indecisive about how to move forward in this situation. And that alone created a lot of pain that at first you ignored, but eventually you couldn't ignore anymore. So let's see what's going on in the present, and let's clarify the current energies. Page of Swords again. High Priestess. Oh, Three of Pentacles. And Knight of Cups upright this time with the Seven of Pentacles. So you're definitely doing something very important here, Aquarius. And if you're not, then the cards are inviting you to do it. You seem to be trying to ease the disappointment in a way by telling yourself that this situation is not as important as you thought at first. Trying to tell yourself the truth. And the truth is that if this person is not willing to fight for you, then you shouldn't fight for them. Then you should already know that you deserve better. You're trying to change your perception around all of this so that you don't have to see it as a loss, and so that you can see it for what it actually is, an opportunity. This person is definitely not your last chance at love, Aquarius. There are no doubts about that. Yes, this connection was powerful, but you also know that you can make it even more powerful by thinking about it over and over constantly, and by making it impact your decision making in the present. You might have not even noticed this, but you've changed a lot recently. I definitely see right here development and you looking into the future, looking into what this is about from a more logical standpoint, trying to detach from that emotional state that sometimes can distort your vision. You have learned a lot of things, you have grown, and growth is never easy, is it? It's never painless. The best thing that you can do is just let it happen and let it take you to your next chapter. Now, there is something cooking here. I was hoping to get more information about it, but it still appears to be very much hidden. Let's see if it comes up with the next few messages, and let's clarify then the near future energy. Two of Wands, Four of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, with the Knight of Wands. Okay, now we're starting to see what this might be. Someone here wants to talk, but they have no idea how to initiate this. They are stuck in the planning phase, and they see what they want, the Four of Wands, talking, getting together, reconciling, potentially reconcile, but they're missing one step. From the 2 to the 4, they're missing the 3, which is the action taking. It seems as though this person is starting to not be able to control their thoughts anymore, and they're having a hard time focusing on something else that it's not you. They might have had a dream about you. There is definitely some sort of synchronicity with the environment conspiring for them to look into this, to revisit the situation and their past behavior. At the end of the day, this person knows they messed up, and they know they hurt you. They hurt the connection, and they have no idea how to re-enter a situation that they have walked away from. Also, for some of you, there is some external obstacle that is preventing them to come forward. Maybe someone else you're seeing or someone else they are seeing. But it's clear that they are wanting to just let go of anything that is keeping them to come towards you. Right here, the High Priestess towering over these energies, it's really telling us that you have to harm yourself with patience. We see it right here with the Nine of Pentacles. Something is moving slowly. This is going to be a slow reveal, slow and steady. It's interesting because this person is making their way towards you at a moment where you're making your way away from them. We see how right here you are at opposite ends, but you're still going to come together sooner or later. You just got to a point where you might have even forgotten what you were fighting for in the first place when it came to this person, you know? And now you do feel the need to find yourself again. That's your main priority. But it's not over. There's much more that is about to happen here. So there seems to be still a lot going on, a lot that is brewing when it comes to the situation. What we've seen so far is that there is a very interesting development going on, which seems to be making you shift positions when it comes to this connection. And although it's not going to happen overnight, you should expect changes and communication from this person. Let's now look into this potential future communication and let's see what they want to tell you from their heart, what they want, what they envision for this. And let's see if this time the two of you will be on the same page. But also, I want to take a closer look at the incoming events for you. Let's see what else you should expect in the next few months and how your journey is about to evolve from this moment forward. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, Aquarius, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal live 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aquarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events, the Eight of Wands. It's clear that communication is going to come in. A conversation is going to happen. And it's going to happen out of an impulse. Someone maybe is a little drunk, a little tipsy. They are less in their head and more connected to their emotional side, their passionate side. And that's where it would all come up on the surface because they cannot control it anymore. It's just coming up and they are even forgetting about what they usually do, which is keeping it down, keeping it hidden. It's going to be intense, but the main question is, what will be left of all of this once that impulse effect wears off? What is the real potential of this long term? Will it waste more of your time? It feels like the universe is wanting for the two of you to find balance together, to connect. Not sure why and what for, but it's definitely conspiring for the two of you to reunite for some reason. So let's try to find out what the reason might be at this point. Let's start by clarifying this 801s. I definitely want to see what that exchange is going to be about, what that conversation might be about, and then we'll see how all of this is bound to evolve. Let's clarify the 8 of Wands. Eight, oh, wow. 8 of Swords. I mean, they're definitely not holding back anymore. Look at this. Okay, well, this is quite the difference from what you have seen before from this person. Starting from this 8 of Swords, which is definitely...